Hi all, this is Anand here and welcome to our channel Peace Connect. So finally, we hit 150 subscribers. So in a matter of just 30 days. So thank you for all the support and all the love that you have given us. And hopefully you'll show us the same support and love that you have been giving us. And I believe you are liking our videos. As I said, this channel is not exactly a motivational channel because we are not motivational gurus, We are just people who want to guide you to a lot of aspects of life. Right from motivating ourselves, inspiring, education, finance, even relationships. So do support us, to like us, to subscribe us, and we will present to you a lot of videos, many inspiring videos, possibly that might change your life, the way you see it. Thank you. So today, I'm going to showcase to you a very inspirational video by Sudha Narayana Murty. So I don't think I need to give a special introduction about her. She is an inspiring personality for everyone and a lot of things to learn from her. So today there are various inspirational videos from her about relationships, a successful married life, and about parenting, and also about life. So I hope you enjoy this inspiring video.
I used to tell my daughter that about you, someone should not come and tell me. About you, you should tell yourself. You want to tell anything, parents? Parents, keep the channels open, don't close. Closing is the worst thing in life. If the child is scared of you, that's the worst thing in life. Then they will tell somebody. Or if who can tell them the best advice other than mother? So please keep the channels open. You may not like it at times. Many times actually, you don't like it, okay? But allow them to talk to you. And explain to them in case you are not happy, why. Children are very logical, they understand why you cannot accept. And when you accept with your conditions. Please keep the channel open. You should not make them get scared. I'm scared to tell my mother means there's something is gone wrong. Don't do that. Parents, keep the channels open. Children, even though mother scolds you, but still you have to talk to her because that is the only, everything in this life has a price. Anything including this bottle, everything has a price except mother's love. It is the one thing which is priceless, which is unconditional. Which is unconditional. She may get upset now. After 5 minutes, she'll be all right. Mothers, don't get upset. Even though you are upset, don't show at that moment. You cool down and accept it. Don't show you are very upset and crying, beating. Don't do that. First you listen. If you are upset, okay, better I'll talk to you after half an hour. By half an hour, you also cool down. Because it's very natural when you are young, you get upset. At my age, I don't get upset because my age is also an advantage. So, please don't show you are upset. Talk to them. If you are upset, talk after half an hour. After half an hour, you'll be normal. Every day there's a crisis. Some days you may not have crisis. Some days you get all the crisis in one day. The ability to handle crisis, if you learn, then you will not have problem. Don't expect life will be very smooth. It's only in a movie. You meet a hero and get married. He will be in a big job. Everything is fine. One day the villain comes. In real life, not that. You may be very good worker. Your colleagues may not be good with you. You may be an excellent daughter-in-law. Mother-in-law may be a little nasty. Okay, these are all part of life. But nobody remains. Please remember, every difficulty is a helium balloon. And sometimes it stays with you and then it goes up. So please remember, in real life, undefined problems will come. If you are intelligent, you don't have to have your own experience. Okay, I will fail and I will learn. No. I will see somebody has some difficulty, how they passed out, or how they failed. Learn from them, and if you incorporate, you are a very smart person. If that failure affects you and you learn from your own hard work, you are an average person. Even though you fail and if you don't learn, then you are really a dull person. These are the three classes in real life. Learn from others' mistake, learn from your own mistake, don't learn from your own mistake. So try to become number one, learn from others' mistake. And if not possible, learn from your own. Don't ever think of the third degree. Don't ever look down upon teaching job. A teacher is the most respected job I ever think compared to any job, because they are creating characters, and that's the greatest thing. Look at software people. What do we create? Only programs. Whereas a teacher creates that many characters. Don't ever look down upon that. I said, if a doctor makes a mistake, the patient will go 6 feet below the ground. If a magistrate makes a mistake, the person will be hung 6 feet above the ground. If a teacher makes a mistake, the entire batch is wiped out. And it is such a sacred job. Don't ever look down upon that. Actually, in real life, people have a lot of misunderstandings regarding wealth. You have a lot of money, you live happily. No, money is only a facilitator in life. But you cannot eat golden rice. You eat the same rice. You really don't require the huge wealth to be happy in life. You require a mindset to be happy in life. So I always feel the money which is given to me, I'm a daughter of a college professor, doctor, and granddaughter of a school teacher, which was a middle class life. And I think when the money was given to me, it has given for a real cause in life. The cause is to help people on the other side. And that's the main strength or inspiration for me. We had very little money, but we had a lot of confidence because we never ran after money. Please remember, if you ran after money, money runs away from you. If you run after good work, money comes behind you. And that's what Infosys is, that we ran after a good value system and money came. But if you wanted to we never thought of making big money, etc. My idea when we started Infosys was, I want to have a scooter and a 2-bedroom apartment. That's all my aim was there at that time. I never aimed money in my life at all, any moment of time, because money never fascinated me. It is the book which fascinated me. It is the knowledge which fascinated me. It is the children who they fascinated me. My child came and told me, Amma, in our school there is a birthday party. I think there's a birthday party in a big way, I suppose nowadays. There's a birthday party, my friend's house, they take us to some 5-star restaurant. Some well-off parents can take. There's nothing wrong because everybody has their way of doing birthdays. There's nothing, I will comment on that, going to 5-star hotel is less or not good or nothing of that sort. That is their parents' wish. He went once, I think his classmate's birthday was there, and my child, Rohan, my son, went to birthday party, came and said, Amma, it was so good, and my birthday, I want to take. I said, no bill, you can't take. He said, why? I said, Rohan, please remember, how much it will cost, let us talk about it. Each child, let us take 1,000 rupees. You call about 50 people, your class. How much it costs? 50 into 1,000. He said, how much? 50,000 rupees. He said, Rohan, please remember. I told there was a person who used to come and drive our car. I said, he has 2 children. They are as bright as you are. Okay? Their school fees are probably in those days 10,000. If you give 20,000 to them, they can go to a better school, beta. for your birthday, I'm not denying you should not do, etc. I will buy samosa. Okay? I will buy samosa and rasna packet. Or nimbu sharbat, something there. No, mango drink was there. What is that? Maza, not maza. Fruity. Yeah. Fruity in those days. I'm talking about 25 years back. So I will spend for 50 children plus our driver's children, everyone, altogether this much money. More than that, I think you should not spend, because what you are doing is wrong according to me. Those 2 children will not go to school, whereas you spend 50,000. And he didn't like it. What I said, he didn't like it. He said, oh, you always give me hishob, that means you always give me plus minus, always a balance sheet. I said, think over it, I will give you 3 days time. And after 3 days, he came back and said, okay, I agree, but along with samosa, you should give us one gulab jamun or something. I said, fine. Okay? So I told, and in front of him, I gave 10,000 to our driver's children in front, through his hand. I said, Bill, from your account, there is a 50,000 rupees. Out of that, this is the way you have spent. This much money is left, and this you should give it to some good cause. And I used to take my children, when I wash vessels, I used to take my children to wipe them. You have to take your children. Fortunately, I had a job like this, where I go to Lambani tribal area, etc. I used to take my children. Come with me. I can show you they are very good children there. They don't have an opportunity. Is it not your duty? So I used to tell me, you make me so guilty, Amma, to spend any money. And today, because every time he'll bring one case like that. So today he says, Amma, what you did was a fantastic education, that when we spend so much money, we never think of someone else. And that sense of caring for others. Money comes due to various reasons. Okay? And money, what you have, has a cause. That I made it to my children in a very young age. And when he was in Cornell, he wrote to me, and I have that email even today. He said, every mother looks after her child, but I'm proud my mother looks after someone's children. He said, that's the best compliment I can think of. He got a scholarship. Then he got a scholarship, and he sent the very little money. He must have had 1 lakh rupee or something, not great money. He wrote to me, Amma, this money should be spent on my birthday to all those Jawans who died in the parliament attack in 2001. They died there so that we can live in free democratic India. It is not a big money. It is not a big money. But that idea of sharing wealth with somebody, idea of being sensitive someone is poor and they have a right to live, and making equality along with our own driver and cook, such ideas you have to initiate to your children. That is very important. Most of the time we don't do that, because we think what others will think, what is the status. Suppose my neighbor comes, my cook is eating on the dining table, what they think of us. All those false values, all those tightened compartments we build around what people think. Let them think what they think. You cannot live on people's opinion. You have to live on your own opinion. And that you should understand to tell your children. Children will be, for many years, children will carry your values. You marry for life, that is the first fundamental thing. And my mother told me when I got married, if you fight with your husband and come back, I will not open the door. You have to adjust. And I married into a big joint family, which I was not used to. But one thing I realized, as a woman, every woman feels her husband should listen to her. Every woman feels. If someone says, I don't, then it's not correct actually, because that's what we expect in marriage. My husband should listen to me. Man also feels my wife should listen to me. That we don't worry. Over a period of time, I realized a person like Murthy, who eats, breathes, drinks Infosys, cannot spare any time for us, for the family. It is like a tapas. In olden days, Rishi used to go sit in a forest and do tapas. Today, you can sit in the electronic city and do tapas. Okay? The result of that tapas is Infosys. A son of a school teacher can build an empire like Infosys in one's lifetime of 30 years. It's not a joke. That means the person should be dedicated his entire life for that, dreaming about it, talking about it. Then what is his wife's duty? Expecting me, you have to take me out for a movie, you take me out for a sari, birthday, you take me out for this. None of them are possible in his life. So, accept a person as he is. That is what I tell women. Accept your husband what he is. What he is not, don't imagine he should be like a Shah Rukh Khan. No. Accept your husband, that bundle. Some good points, some negative points. Because I have some plus, I have some minus. Accept your husband what he is. And the moment you accept, life becomes easy. Second thing, little bit philosophically I thought. After some time, not immediately after marriage, maybe after 5-6 years I realized. Everybody, like what I told, everybody has his or her own life. I have been brought up in a different atmosphere. My father was a doctor. Murthy's father was a school teacher. There were 8 children, we were 4 children. When you are brought up in a different atmosphere, your way of looking at life is also different. Why should I accept my husband should say this is the correct and what he was brought up is not correct? Similarly, he may be thinking about me also same way. Do not expect to see what you see through your eyes, your husband also should see the same way. The moment you please give him a liberty or freedom, what he likes, please allow him the liberty or the freedom, what he likes, why he wants to spend money on A, B, C, D, unless it's harmful for the family. Suppose he gives a little more money to your mother-in-law, little more money to sister-in-law. Let us assume that way. You may get upset for a minute, but you should also remember, whatever said and done, my husband used to do a lot more, actually. Lot more to mother-in-law, to his wife, compared to wife. Initially, as we get upset, then I realized, I knew my husband at the age of 26. First 26 years, who has taken care? She deserves more. She deserves more. Tell your mind, don't compete with her. After all, he was her son first, then my husband later. And this liberty gave me so much freedom not to contest with him for anything. And even now I tell him, look, as a friend, I feel what you are doing is wrong. As a friend, whatever projects they take, I think as a friend, if something is wrong, I tell him, as a friend, I will tell this is wrong. As a family unit, I'll accept it. Decision is yours. And I expect same thing from him. And he does that. As a friend, Sudha, this is not correct. As a family, I accept it. So, allow the freedom of men, and they should allow your freedom. That's the reason behind every successful woman, there's an understanding husband.